I wonder how this current day we're living in compares to the days in Genesis right before the flood, as far as evil and corruption. I suppose it depends on where you go, and you probably don't experience it, or you don't notice that you're in it if you're not influential, if you're not rich and have some influential product, and or if you're a movie actress, popular singer, anything that's influential, then you probably have been touched by it. I can't help but think that all the stuff that's going on isn't evident of that. History repeats, or at least it rhymes. We see what happened to JFK and why. And you ask yourself, okay, how many of these so-called suicides off of buildings or whatever? It seems like the bankers like those. But you take Hollywood, you take the music industry, you take government, any big organization that's got lots and lots of money and influence and power. You'd have to be pretty naive to not realize that there's some shenanigans going on, and I'm sure it's for more than 30 pieces of silver. And if you don't do what they want you to do, they'll stop and neutralize you somehow or another. And people say it was a miracle that the 30-06 was stopped. No, a miracle would have been if it would have missed. It's you can be very cynical. You can lose hope. You can be that kind of evil can make you do the wrong thing in God's eyes in your reaction to it. I'm going to read a passage from Job, who was going through way worse than most of us ever will, that's for sure. Job 17, and through it all, he finds he places his hope in God and God's presence in the horrific situation that he was in. Anyhow, it's Job 17. Job continues, where then is my hope? My hope is broken, my days are extinct. The graveyard is ready for me. Surely there are mockers about me, and my eye dwells on their provocation. Lay down a pledge for me with you. Who is there who will put up security for me? Since you have closed their hearts to understanding, therefore you will not let them triumph. He who informs against his friends to get a share of their property, the eyes of his children will fail. He has made me a byword of the peoples, and I am one before whom men spit. My eye has grown dim from vexation, and all my members are like a shadow. The upright are appalled at this, and the innocent stirs himself up against the godless. Yet the righteous holds to his way, and he who has clean hands grows stronger and stronger. But you, come on again, all of you, and I shall not find a wise man among you. My days are past, my plans are broken off. the desires of my heart. They make night into day, the light they say is near to the darkness. If I hope for Sheol as my house, if I make my bed in darkness, if I say to the pit, you are my father, and to the worm, my mother or my sister, where then is my hope? Who will see my hope? Will it go down to the bars of Sheol? Shall we descend together into the dust? Walk by faith, my friends. God bless.